Hi! Today we will explore some great mountain ranges and their type and formation throughout the world. Welcome to Maya. Before we continue, please subscribe to our channel for good and meaningful content. Friends, let's start. A mountain range is a series or chain of mountains that are close together, and a mountain is a large landform that rises above the plain area land, usually in the form of a peak. A mountain is generally steeper than a hill. Mountains are formed through tectonic forces or volcanism. These forces can locally raise the surface of the earth. They usually have steep, sloping sides and sharp or rounded ridges, and a high point, called a peak or summit. Most geologists classify a mountain as a landform that rises at least 1,000 feet, 300 meters, or more above its surrounding area. There are three main types of mountains: volcanic, fold, and block. All three types are formed from plate tectonic. When portions of the Earth's crust move, crumple, and dive, the height of the feature makes it either a hill or, if higher and steeper, a mountain. Volcanic mountains. A mountain formed due to volcanic activity is called volcanic mountain. The most important types of volcanic mountain are composite cones or stratovolcanoes. Mount Kilimanjaro is a dormant volcano in Tanzania. It has three volcanic cones: Kibo, Mawenzi, and Shira. It is the highest mountain in Africa and the highest single freestanding mountain above sea level in the world, 5,895 meters, 19,341 feet, above sea level, and about 4,900 meters, 16,100 feet, above its plateau base. It is the highest volcano in Africa and the Eastern Hemisphere. It is part of Kilimanjaro National Park and is a major hiking and climbing destination. Because of its shrinking glaciers and ice fields, which are projected to disappear between 2025 and 2035, it has been the subject of many scientific studies. Japan's Mount Fuji is an active volcano about 100 kilometers southwest of Tokyo. Commonly called Fuji-san, it's the country's tallest peak, at 3,776 meters. A pilgrimage site for centuries, it's considered one of Japan's three sacred mountains, and summit hikes remain a popular activity. Mount Fuji is one of Japan's three holy mountains, along with Mount Tate and Mount Haku. It is a special place of scenic beauty and one of Japan's historic sites. Mount Vesuvius is a Sama stratovolcano located on the Gulf of Naples in Campania, Italy, about 9 kilometers east of Naples and a short distance from the shore. It is one of several volcanoes which form the Campanian volcanic arc. Vesuvius in 2013 was 4,203 feet, 1,281 meters, tall. After each eruption, the size of the cone changes, according to Encyclopaedia Britannica. The volcano also has a semicircular ridge called Mount Sama that rises to 3,714 feet. Fold mountains. Fold mountains occur when two plates collide. Fold mountains are formed from the folding of crust and uprising of the sediments accumulated by rivers along the margins of the continents. Some fold mountains are: the Himalayas, or Himalaya, are a mountain range in Asia separating the plains of the Indian subcontinent from the Tibetan Plateau. The crust beneath the Himalayas is still being folded. The range has some of the planet's highest peaks, including the highest, Mount Everest. Over 100 peaks exceeding 7,200 meters, 23,600 feet, in elevation lie in the Himalayas. By contrast, the highest peak outside Asia, Aconcagua, in the Andes, is 6,961 meters, 22,838 feet, tall. on the north by the Tibetan Plateau, and on the south by the Indo-Gangetic Plain. Some of the world's major rivers, the Indus, the Ganga, and the Sangpo-Brahmaputra, rise in the vicinity of the Himalayas, and their combined drainage basin is home to some 600 million people. 53 million people live in the Himalayas. The Himalayas have profoundly shaped the cultures of South Asia and Tibet. Many Himalayan peaks are sacred in Hinduism and Buddhism. The summits of several, Kanchenjunga, Gangkhar Puensum, Machapyachare, Nanda Devi and Kailash in the Tibetan Trans-Himalaya, are off-limits to climbers. According to Hinduism, Himalaya, in Sanskrit means, abode of snow, and is also revered as the abode of Shiva. He is widely worshipped here and several shrines and temples are dedicated to him. Alps. The Alps are the youngest mountain range in Europe, having formed approximately 65 million years ago. As well as mountains, the Alps are famous for its clear alpine lakes, including the stunning Lake Geneva, Lake Constance and Lake Como. The Alps form a large mountain range dominating Central Europe, including parts of Italy, France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia, Germany and possibly Hungary. The Alps are the highest and most extensive mountain range system that lies entirely in Europe. The Alpine Arch generally extends from Nice on the western Mediterranean to Trieste on the Adriatic and Vienna at the beginning of the Pannonian Basin. The mountains were formed over tens of millions of years as the African and Eurasian tectonic plates collided. Mont Blanc is the highest mountain in the Alps and Western Europe, rising 4,807.81 meters above sea level. The Andes Mountains or Andean Mountains are the longest continental mountain range in the world, forming a continuous highland along the western edge of South America. The range is 6,999 kilometers, 4,349 miles, long, 200 to 700 kilometers, 124 to 435 miles, wide. Widest between 18 degrees south to 20 degrees south latitude, and has an average height of about 4,000 meters, 13,123 feet. The Andes extend from north to south through 7 South American countries: Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina. Aconcagua is the highest peak in the Western Hemisphere. It is more than 6,706 meters, 22,000 feet, high, though the exact height of its highest peak has been the subject of some debate. Ural Mountains, also called the Urals, Russian Uralsky Gory or Ural, mountain range forming a rugged spine in west-central Russia and the major part of the traditional physiographic boundary between Europe and Asia. The Urals are among the world's oldest mountain ranges, dated at 250 to 300 million years ago. The Ural Mountains are considered a type of fold mountain. They were formed during the Uralian orogeny due to the collision of the eastern edge of the supercontinent Euramerica with Kazakhstania. The research range is 175 kilometers long and the highest point is Mount Narodnaya or People's Mountain, at 1,894 meters. Block mountains. When large areas are broken and displaced vertically, these can be small or form extensive rift valley systems. Some great examples of block mountains are the Great African Rift Valley, valley floor is Graben, the Rhine Valley, Graben, in Germany, the Vosges Mountain in France, the Sierra Nevada in the USA and the Harz Mountains in Germany are considered as some examples of block mountains. Well, this is enough for today's Mountain Encyclopedia. You want to support the information provided by Maya. Please comment below, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks. Signing off.